Hello guys, welcome to my humble YouTube channel where I bring you fanfiction that will brighten your days. Before we start, a subscribe is greatly appreciated, and don't forget to leave a like and ring the bell icon so you won't miss exciting new fanfiction stories. Chapter 1. Rimuru, the Violet Primordial. At the end of time and space, a being with platinum blue hair is seen in a seemingly empty dark space. The being's name is Rimuru. Rimuru Tempest, the leader and ruler of the monster nation of Tempest. However, that was many years ago. Now there is nothing. Even time has left him alone with only his manas and skills after being in the void for so long. Suddenly he moves and slowly opens their eyes, revealing beautiful golden eyes that seemingly pass through your body and into your soul. He then starts to remember what happened before he arrived here, but is still confused as to where he is. Seal? Are you here? He asks to his manas, who was with him since he was born. Yes, master. It is good to see you have awoken. She replies with a monotone voice, but you could clearly sense a bit of happiness in it. Where are we? If I remember correctly, I was about to fight Yuki. He then used a magic and my vision went dark and I appeared here, he mutters, trying to get a grip on where he is. We are in the void, where time and space do not exist, Seal replies after a while of silence. Time and space do not exist here. How am I alive then? He shouts, surprised. Master is alive, as Master possesses the abilities to survive in the endless expanse of the void due to not having the need for food or water and only needing magicules to survive, which is supplied by me analyzing individual Milam Nava's skill, Monobreeder Reactor, which generates infinite amounts of magicules on top of stardust and recreating it. Seal says and continues, I have also analyzed all of Master's skills along with all individuals Master has come across and recreated them and merging them to create more ultimate skills, and Master has gained all skills under the rule of Voice of the World and gained the ability to create skills as well, she finishes. Wait. Every skill? Isn't that in the hundreds of thousands, no millions? Rimuru says, surprised. Yes, every skills is currently in Master's arsenal, including Sin series skills and Virtue skills along with all of the True Dragon's skills along with individual Milam Nava's skills, Seal replies. Isn't this going to be a problem? With this many skills I might turn corrupt, asks Rimuru, concerned. I have taken precautions against the possibility, and as of now you have a 0.000023% chance of turning corrupt, says Seal, trying to reassure her master. That's quite low. Okay, that is fine then, I trust you. You would never put me at risk. But now I need a way out of this so-called void, and back to Tempest. They are probably worried, says Rimuru, oblivious to what has happened. Master. Yes, Seal? Tempest has been destroyed along with the universe. Suddenly a huge aura shakes the entire void and stars soon form from his aura, and slowly they become solar systems, then into universes and then multiverses, and they form into one big hyperverse. Even though his manas is holding the majority of it inside of his skill, Void God Azathoth, to keep it contained, it still bursts through. Master. Calm down. Seal says, trying to calm him down, and uses her access to his thoughts and forcefully calms him down. Sorry, Seal, I got over-emotional, says Rimuru with his head down. It was my fault, Master. I had been paying too much attention to analyzing primordial magic and didn't pay attention to Yuki Kagarazaka, Seal says, and Rimuru could feel some guilt from the manas. Is there anything else we could do? Ask Rimuru. Master could turn back time. However, due to Milam, Veldora, Ramirez, Guy, Chloe and Yuki all using their full-powered attacks, we cannot go to that time as it got erased due to Chloe using a time-based attack. However, we can go back at the earliest of 100.000 years, replies Seal, bringing Rimuru hope. Really? Why didn't you say that earlier? It is quite a while, but I can wait. Let's go, he says excitedly. As you wish, Master. Activating ultimate skill, Time God Yog Sothoth, and sending Master's soul to a strong enough body, Seal says, and brings her Master's soul to a random body that is compatible to holding such a powerful soul. Why do I feel so small? Rimuru asks Seal using thought communication. Master has entered the individual Ultima's body due to the connection via soul link, replies Seal. Wait, what? So I am Ultima now? Asks Rimuru. Correct. Master has fused with the Violet Primordial including souls, says Seal. So what? I am now Ultima in both body and soul? Asks Rimuru. Almost. Master has fused souls, however Master's soul is the dominant one, so you will have control over the body and mind, but due to fusing with a powerful soul, Master's personality will change with time, replies Seal. So after a few years I will act like Ultima? Ask Rimuru. Not quite. Due to Master's overwhelming soul's power, your personality will not change drastically, however Master's preference and also thoughts will change to match individual Ultimas, such as her preference on torturing demons as a way to pass time will soon become your own way to pass time, Seal replies. That was one of the things that scared me out about her, and I'm soon going to do it myself, he says, shivering, remembering how painful the screams were from the dungeon of the prison he had in Tempest. He even had a little sympathy for the ones who were there when she was in a bad mood. Also, where am I? He asks curiously to Seal. You have just finished being created by the primordial spirit, who is considered the only spirit able to rival Ramirez in power, says Seal. Ramirez's power? Creating golems is the only thing I have seen her do, says Rimuru. Individual Ramirez in her true form could be considered low god class and is stronger than all 3 true dragons, replies Seal. She was that strong. I guess her claiming to be the most powerful demon lord wasn't too far off then, he mutters. It is time for Master to be reawoken now, as the creation has been successful and the spirit has left, said Seal as she wakes Rimuru up from his sleep, similar to his sleep mode where he is still conscious but can't see. Right then, let's get up, Rimuru says as he looks around and sees slightly burnt grass and trees that are on fire. This place is so burnt. No wonder the humans call it hell, mutters Rimuru as he walks around and finds nothing for 10 hours. And just decided to sit down and wait for something to come to him. Chapter 2. Meeting John after waiting for what seemed like years but was only 2 months, he sensed a being walking over to him. Who are you? Asked the yellow-haired girl. Seal, what should I tell them? Asks Rimuru with not communication. Master should tell John that you're Violet and that you're bored. I am Violet and I am bored, Violet says. A.N. Same with my other book with Velzard. I am going to call Rimuru Violet and change her pronouns to she, her, as he is currently in the body of a young girl, so yeah, I think you get it. I also can't find Carrera's or Ultima's powers and abilities when they were first created, so I am creating my own skills and also using some of her EOS skills and magic. Oh yeah? Then why are you just sitting there? Asks John. I couldn't find anyone, so I just sat here and wait for someone to come find me instead, replies Violet. That wasn't such a bad idea. Anyway, you are a primordial like me, right? Asks John, as the primordial demons along with true dragons all gain information of their species when they're first born. Yes, I am the Violet Primordial and you're the John Primordial? You got that right. Now fight me, I want to know what the other primordials are capable of, shouts John. Okay then. Seal, can you limit my power to half of Ultima's powers in the future? Violet says the last part to Seal. Great. Nuclear flame, John shouts as she releases a powerful magic spell that causes a flame of up to 2 miles wide that usually would destroy even the strongest of archdemons, but for a primordial that was only a little burn. Poison manipulation, Violet says and runs at John, stabbing her in the arm, cutting it clean off and leaving poison that will negate pain nullification, leaving John to feel the pain of losing the arm. Shit. That hurts. Damn it, you're not bad, John says and smirks as she prepares another magic attack. However, Violet doesn't leave her the chance and goes in to do the same, but John notices this and moves before it could reach her, but still got grazed and also had to cancel the magic spell she was preparing. You're not bad either, Violet says and then prepares a spell while John does the same. While they both prepare nuclear magic and both release them, as they collide they cause an explosion destroying 12 kilometers and leaving John exhausted and Violet slightly tired due to using too many magicules. You're very strong. I want to fight again another day, says John as she flies away using the skill, flight, which does as it says. Well, that ended quickly, says Violet as she continues to sit there for another 2 months, unsure of what to do, whether to rebuild Tempest or go on a separate journey. As if he wanted to, he could use parallel existence and let the original rebuild Tempest and then help out when needed, if needed, such as during the Empire War or when Yuki sends her to the end of time. She could prevent it from happening, since this is similar to Chloe's situation, who went between timeliness to save Rimuru, except this time it was reversing time, which Chloe was unsure about its effects, but this time Seal ran many experiments and analysis of the consequences and found out the consequences, which are If you don't have strong enough soul or body, it will destroy both and erase their existence, and only two beings have the potential to train their soul to such lengths, and both have done so. After 3 months he finally senses another being, but this time much weaker. A greater demon? Mutters Violet as she turns around to see a large red-colored being with wings, 2 horns and a long spiked tail walk over and attack Violet. I see what Seal meant by gaining some aspects now. I really want to have some fun with this demon, Violet mutters and forms a large smile. And I'll spare you the details, but I can tell you the underworld heard painful screams for a whole 2 months before they finally ended. Violet then decided to walk around for a little while, 3 months. And whenever she found some demons she would always kill them using sub-skills of the ultimate skill, Poison King Samuel. It lets her create poison freely and could even use it to create a poison that could destroy the soul of a being and torture it at the same time. After her walk she ran into another colored demon, which at these early stages of development could only be primordials, as to join a lineage of a primordial you had to reach a certain strength, and whichever closer resembles them they will then join their lineage. For example, to join John's lineage they have to have some knowledge on destructive magic and also love destruction. Oh, I didn't expect to see another primordial so soon, says the Primordial Rouge, who then turns around to see red hair and patterned red clothes. I was wandering around after I finished with my fun, replies Violet. So you're not here to fight like that, John? Asks Rouge. No, but now that you bring it up I am curious who is stronger, says Violet as Rouge puts up his guard. As am I. Well then shall we begin, says Rouge. The battle begins with Violet doing the same tactic as with John and goes to cut off his arm with the poison effect to distract him. However, Rouge notices this and becomes wary of the effect of the skill that Violet uses and moves to the side just in time and gets scraped and notices that it hurts even if it just a little. Rouge then activates both of his skills, Clairvoyance, which allows him to predict the opponent's moves during battle, and Calamity Claw, an attack that carries an immense poison property that infects the target with a virus that slowly corrodes the mind starting with the point of contact. This time Rouge goes on the attack and does a slash downwards while Violet is still moving with the momentum of the attack that missed beforehand, which is easily dodged as Violet quickly moves to the side, not moving backwards, leaving Rouge open to his entire side, which he notices and quickly cancels his attack and jumps back just in time to dodge Violet's sideswipe. You're very fast, says Rouge as gets back into his fighting position. As are you, Violet replies. Both are in a stalemate as they both know that physical attacks won't work and both have high-leveled magic nullification, leaving them with spiritual attacks as the only option left. However, each only has 3 which require touch, which both cannot do. Violet moves first, activating her ultimate skill to end the battle and creates poison inside of Rouge's body, which will only cause him pain instead of actually harming him. Ah. What is this? Rouge mutters as he grips his stomach and is forced to take a knee. I created a poison inside of you, replies Violet with a grin. A poison? You seem to specialize with poisons. I will have to be careful of that when I fight you next time, Rouge mutters, but refuses to give up due to the nature of Rouge's lineage requirements being pride. He then gathers up all of his strength into an attack and uses Napalm Burst, which is an attack that creates infernal flames which swell into the shape of a dragon. Which is used to entangle and burn the target, and in the future is able to overlap it with his ultimate skill to burn through multiple layers of magic barriers, but as of now he has no ultimate skill, so it is just an infernal flame. This entire fight scene for some reason got deleted even though I saved it, so I had to rewrite 700 words, which was painful to say the least. The flame covers Violet, who decided to take the attack head on as it burns and slowly dissipates. Violet is seen standing there with a blank look on her face as if she was hit by a fly. This fight is over, says Violet as she charges over to Rouge and cuts off all of his limbs, leaving him helpless as he used all of his magicules on that last attack, leaving only the required amount for him to stay alive without jiving to go through the cycle of reincarnation that both the true dragons and primordial demons and angels go through if they're ever killed. Even if their soul is destroyed after 200-ish years, they will be reborn whether it is true dragon or primordial demon. The only way to truly kill them is to erase their existence, meaning only Rimuru and Veldanava can truly kill them. Violet, after dealing with Rouge, continues to walk around for 400 years and plays around with demons in her spare time when she notices something calling her to the human realm above the underworld. Is this a summoning? Mutters Violet. Yes, Master, a human is trying to summon a demon. However, I thought Master might enjoy getting out of this underworld, replies Seal. I'll accept this summons then, says Violet as she is covered in a light and then it shoots into the sky as though she was a shooting star. In the human world, a woman holding onto a man is seen with a magic circle drawn from blood in front of her as she places her hand on it and begins summoning a demon. Oh? And you are the one who called me here? Asks a small girl with violet hair. Who are you? I tried to summon a demon, not a little girl. Shouts the lady as tears fall from her eyes. I am a demon though. Replies Violet. Wait, are you a demon who pretends to be a little girl? Mutters the lady as she gets into a praying position and starts to beg to Violet to kill the person who killed her husband. And what will I get in return for killing this guy? Asks Violet, bored. You can take my soul for all I care, shouts the lady. Oh, your soul, huh? You certainly want this person dead. Very well, then I will kill this person for you. I was getting bored anyway, says Violet, and then decapitates the lady and takes her soul to play with. In the human world there are legends of the primordial demons. The most popular are the primordials Blanc, Noir, and the most popular, Rouge, are now named Guy Crimson after his battle buddy the Emperor Rudra named him as he found it weird calling him Rouge, who has also been named the first demon lord after he destroyed 2 kingdoms on his own and evolved into a true demon lord. The least popular primordials are John, a yellow-haired demon, Violet, who is a purple-haired demon, Blue, who is a blue-haired demon and also works as a maid for Rouge after he defeat both her, and Vert, a green-haired demon who also works as a maid for Rouge. John is known for her destructive nature and also loves to battle against Violet, whose territory is close to hers, and also the giant King de Gruel, who often has battles against Violet as their territories overlap, and Violet mostly does nothing but wander around and plays with any demons who happen to run into her, whether it be from her lineage or not. Noir's lineage is mysterious and he owns no territory, and they are scattered all around the underworld fighting whoever they can whenever they can. Noir is considered the second strongest primordial after Rouge, with Blanc behind him, as the other demons are not very active and mostly stay in the underworld. Violet, John and Blanc often fight each other and Violet is always the winner, however due to how destructive it is no one knows other than them 3. Archdemons, which are the second highest evolution of demons, are considered in the human world to be beings born for destruction, with greater demons the lowest stage of demons needing at minimum 80 men and archdemons needing a whole army. The evolutions of demons are as following: greater demon, archdemon, demon duke, demon lord, demon god. So far the highest any one Dion has made it is demon lord, which is Rouge, with the primordials being elder archdemons, which are demons older than 300 years old. After that not so quick explanation, Violet is currently flying over towards a gathering of people near a greater demon who, after investigating the soul of the woman, is the cause of the man's death. Upon arrival you could see many adventurers gathering inside of a church-like building and decided to play adventurer as they are most likely here to exterminate the demon in the basement of this building. Hello everyone, says a man in a robe on top of a stage in the front of the church-like building after everyone had entered. Now you may be wondering why we have all summoned you here, he continues. We have summoned you to help us defeat a great demon from legends. This demon is said to be sealed in the basement of this building by the great hero himself, and recently, unfortunately, the demon has broken out of its seal and is searching for its body. Your task is to hold it off and prevent it from reaching its body while higher-ranked adventurers go and challenge the mighty demon, he finishes. As someone speaks up, a demon, you say? I'm not dealing with this, he says as he walks towards the door and tries to open it but finds it's locked. Hey! Open the door! He shouts but is slain by a knight, and a demon comes out of it and other knights surround it and kill it. As you can see, it has already begun its attack and has started to send its subordinates to posses some of you, the man at the stage says as he looks down on the adventurers. However, a girl with purple hair starts to giggle off to the side. Who's that kid? I dunno, I didn't see her before. What's she doing here? How would I know? People start to mumble, but she speaks up again. It is nice to see you humans are still so lively even after one of your kind being killed, she says and stands up from leaning against the wall. Well, that is what makes them more fun to break, I suppose, she mutters with a smile so only one person could hear her. A person in white clothes and a white mask with a red dot where the nose should be and black lines on it heard her say that and put her guard up and prepared to draw her sword when the girl continued, well, I suppose playing now would ruin the fun, so I will leave you for now and come back later after you have some time to let this sink in. The girl says, and black wings cover her and she disappears. She's dangerous, mutters the woman in white clothes and a mask.